The latest on the racist massacre in Buffalo. President Biden is heading there to meet with the families of the victims as officials release new details about the lives lost. And this morning we're getting an exclusive look at the moment the shooter was arrested and the warning signs that were missed. Stephanie Ramos starts us off from Buffalo. Good morning, Stephanie.
George, good morning. President Biden and the First Lady will be here in Buffalo this morning, paying their respects here at the Tops supermarket and also meeting with the families of the victims. The president is expected to call for federal hate crime legislation so that what happened here never happens again.
This morning, chilling new details on how the gunman behind the deadly mass shooting at a Buffalo, New York supermarket plotted his racist rampage.
The individual was here a few months ago, back in early March.
Authorities now confirming 18-year-old Peyton Gendron visited Tops supermarket 2 months before he shot and killed 10 people in what the FBI calls a racially motivated attack. ABC News obtaining a 589-page document containing the suspect's alleged posts on the site Discord. Authorities say it appears to show how the gunman carefully planned out the massacre, visiting the supermarket on March 8th, where he was questioned by a security guard. The document also included sketches of the supermarket, outlining different aisles he could navigate quickly. The shooter allegedly describing the store as his first location, listing other possible locations to attack nearby. Police say the shooter visited the store again the day before his deadly assault to conduct reconnaissance, then came back Saturday and opened fire.
There's a lot of people dead in here.
This exclusive video capturing the shock and terror in the shooting's aftermath as the gunman was arrested.
Oh my God, he shot so many people in there.
Julie Harwell, seen here falling to the ground, inconsolable. Her partner and 8-year-old daughter were inside. Overnight, her partner telling ABC News he and their daughter London had separated from Julie because they wanted to buy ingredients for a surprise birthday cake.
I took my daughter so she can pick out what cake that we were going to bake for her mother's birthday, try to surprise her.
And then what did you hear?
Well, first you hear the gunshot. I see all the people running, so I just grabbed my daughter, ran in the back.
Lamont and London hiding in a cooler as they recounted to our affiliate WKBW.
I was scared for my mom. I didn't know where she was. I thought she was gone.
They were separated for 20 minutes, which felt like an eternity.
That was the longest wait I've had in life.
While they made it out alive, the gunman killing 10 people. Celestine Cheney, Roberta Drury, Andre McNeil, Catherine Massey, Marcus Morrison, Hayward Patterson, Aaron Salter Jr., Geraldine Talley, Ruth Whitfield, and Pearl Young. Hayward Patterson had just been at his church's soup kitchen before he left for the supermarket.
He loved the community just as much as he loved the church, and so you would see him anywhere he was encouraging people, to be the best that they can be.
Now, a demand for answers. Authorities revealing the shooter was investigated last spring after writing a paper shortly before graduation that referenced committing murder-suicide. The school calling state police, but no charges were filed.
The individual was brought in for a mental health evaluation. He was evaluated and then he was released.
Overnight, the suspect's friend, Matthew Casado, telling ABC News the gunman dropped off ammo boxes at his house the day before the shooting, allegedly unannounced. The friend's family calling authorities to have that picked up. And George, this is just one piece of evidence investigators are looking into.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.
We start tonight with what's new in the horrific shooting in Buffalo, New York, where a gunman killed 10 people inside a grocery store and injured 3 others. All of this happening on Saturday. One of the victims is still in the hospital.
Investigators say the gunman was motivated by racial hatred and drove 200 miles to target black people while they shopped. We have team coverage for you on this tonight. Our Emma Henderson is live in Buffalo, where she spoke with a victim's family vowing to make change. And Isabel Lawrence spoke with Northeast Ohio leaders who are trying to combat hate here. But first, NBC's Chris Pallone has the latest on the massacre. Chris?
In Buffalo, a memorial to the 10 people killed in Saturday's massacre is growing outside the store where it happened. While just steps away, local and federal agents continue their search for evidence. Prosecutors are building a murder case against 18-year-old Peyton Gendron, the accused gunman who they say drove 200 miles to Buffalo specifically to kill black people.
With all the evidence that we've gathered so far, the motivation at this stage appears to be pure hatred.
Now, a grieving community is pausing to remember 10 people whose lives were cut short.
It's an 86-year-old mother and grandmother, a man in the supermarket just buying cupcakes.
The distraught family of Ruth Whitfield, a beloved mother and grandmother, today called for people who radicalize white supremacists to be held accountable.
Took away my mother and my best friend. How dare you? How dare you? This needs to be fixed.
Investigators say the accused gunman specifically targeted this neighborhood because it's predominantly black and believe he planned to leave the market to find more victims before he was confronted and captured Saturday.
It's just absolutely chilling to know that that kind of hatred, that kind of racism is still prevalent in our country.
The White House says President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden will be here in Buffalo to meet with the families of the 10 victims tomorrow. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Buffalo.
Thank you, Chris. And as he just mentioned, Ruth Whitfield was one of the victims who died in the grocery store. The 86-year-old made an indelible impact on those around her. Our Emma Henderson joins us live now from Buffalo. And Emma, you spoke to her kids and grandkids who vow to bring change following her death.
Hi, Betsy, we did. And her family, including her son, Garnell Whitfield, who's actually the retired police commissioner for Buffalo, says they're not satisfied with the way things are right now. They say too many people are being killed because of hate and racism. Now, they want to use their family tragedy to inspire positive change, whether it's new laws trying to understand the root of how people are radicalized to hate, or bringing lawsuits against people they believe are spreading hateful racist messages so they can face consequences and maybe even stop other mass shootings like the one that took Ruth Whitfield's life. Her granddaughter wanted us to know a little bit about what that looked like.
She loves cooking big meals and sharing food with us, and we will always remember her for her food, especially her macaroni and cheese and her pound cake. And we keep a tradition of having Sunday dinners that started with her.
Now, Ruth's husband is actually in a nursing home actually right now, and she would go visit him every day. She was on her way back from visiting him when she stopped at the grocery store and was shot and killed. Her family is still trying to figure out how to tell her husband of 68 years that she has died. Betsy?
Oh, that's certainly a tough one to digest. All right, Emma, thank you so much.